Have you been overwhelmed at work? Anxiety been paralyzing your growth? Well, Pantheria is here to help. Founded by an active military sailor that has struggled with the high demands of military life, Paul Pantera has developed books, motivational content, and relaxing audio to aid in the fight against work burnout and debilitating anxiety. Subscribe to the Pantheria YouTube for a variety of long-form audio experiences from meditation sounds, lo-fi mixes, and ambient noises of all types. They also have a variety of books, brain teasers, puzzle books, self-improvement logs, and much more. Take action now to reduce your stress and improve your existence. Subscribe to the YouTube channel now. youtube.com/PANTHERIA 5182. These are the first steps to changing your life, and let Pantheria be a part of your journey. This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now. We are back. The squad is in the building. You know what I mean? DJ Pill is soft and fuzzy right there next to us on the screen. I'm your boy JS1 Supplier, and we are the Black Nerd Podcast. You know how we do. You know what I mean? Every week, twice a week. Hey, I want to apologize. We're a little bit late today because you know what I mean? I'm moving into a new place. I'm getting my own little piece of the world to live in. And you know what I'm saying? I just been cleaning and moving stuff and boxes and all that stuff, man. So it's just been a whole undertaking. So I apologize for being late. Pill, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling wonderful.
I can barely hear you. Your microphone is really low, but he said he's feeling wonderful. So y'all know what that means, man. It's that time. Make sure if you haven't done so while he's getting his mic together, subscribe to our Patreon, man. Patreon.com/VVC Life. Show us some love, man. Make sure you tap in. We got levels starting at $5, $20, $30. You know what I'm saying? And then we got merch that if you stay long enough, you get some free merch. You know, you get access to the Discord. You get access to exclusive content that's only available on that. There's tons of stuff behind that paywall. We even got classes, man. If you want to jump into those classes, you can make that happen right now. Man, make sure you get the merch. You know what I'm saying? The merch is one of the most important things you need in your life because you don't want to walk around naked. So get you some clothes, man. Get you some merch. VVCmerch.com. Next thing on top of that, you know what I mean, is the Crab Feast and the Beach Party. August the 4th is the Crab Feast. The Beach Party is August the 6th. So make sure you tap in with the right situations so you know what to do when it's time to get down with the doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? So, Pill, can you hear me? Are you good?
I'm good now. Am I good on your end?
No, sir. You're definitely quite low. You know what I mean? Hey, now you sound like $1,000,000. That's my guy right there. Oh, you sound 10 times better, sir.
Okay, mic check 1, 2. I'm here.
Yeah. He's in the building. 16th Annual Crab Feast 2023. You know, the Cellar 2 Park at Parkville, 7631 Harford Road. Get your tickets now. Angel Wings Crabfeast.com. Angel Wings with an S at the end of it. Crabfeast.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in. VVC Life Beach Party, August the 6th, down at Sandy Point State Park, Heron Picnic, Heron, Heron Picnic Shelter. You know what I'm saying? August the 6th, from 9 in the morning till 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Get your free tickets, and I do mean free. Beachparty.vvclife.com. Yeah, I know what it is. Now we supposed to have a special guest tonight. I don't know. You know what I mean? I know we started a little late. Maybe he just said F us, and I understand. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, because I've been rushing, I did not get a chance to pull together a perfect, precious for us today. So we're gonna get
Oh
right into the business. Oh, do you have one, sir?
no, I don't. I can get one real quick, real quick.
No, thank you, sir. We're gonna
No,
move
thank
right into our one of our favorite segments.
Listen up, boys. The fix is in.
All right, y'all know when it's time for the fix. I got all of the juice. You know what I'm saying? All of the juicy gossip, all of the news, and of course, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer admits Xbox is the third place to Nintendo and PlayStation. I'm gonna let that soak in. I'm gonna let that soak in. CEO Phil Spencer admits that the Xbox game system, is trash. The CEO, we got trash product. Nobody ever liked us. Nobody ever will like us, and I understand. Shout out to you, Spencer.
That's crazy.
How do we get this? Thanks, buddy. Thank you, sir, for admitting that you work for a trash company and a
Oh my
trash
god.
product. Oh
Oh
my
my
god!
god.
People for years, you know how trash Xbox is that people keep trying to push Xbox on you. Yo, bro, you really get an Xbox. You don't need to mess with PlayStation. You need to get an Xbox. No, Xbox is trash, and now the CEO admits it. So let's go and clap to the CEO.
I don't. I, I, I,
Huh? Huh?
I
What
don't.
you
I don't think that's what he was saying. I
No, that's what he
don't.
said. It just said it right there. Phil Spencer admits Xbox is trash. Like that's what he said. You know what I mean? Yo, he found God, the number one influencer, sweet baby Jesus,
That's right. That's
found
right.
his heart, and he had to admit, because sweet baby Jesus told him, you gotta let the people know, man. You can't be holding these secrets. If it's in your heart, you know what I'm saying? If God has impressed upon you to tell the truth, to speak the truth, to live in your truth, then you must
Yeah.
let people know what the truth is. And that is Xbox is trash. And we are going to say, yes, sir, to CEO Spencer. Then we going to, we're going to pray for you, my brother. In nombre de Padre, el Hijo del Espíritu Santo. Amen. You hope is
Listen,
wonderful life and continue to follow the ways of the number one influence out in these streets. You know what I mean? Let's go.
dear
Come on,
Lord,
man.
sweet baby Jesus. Listen,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I'm not an Xbox fan, and I own a couple Xboxes. Yes. Now, uh, you
So are
right.
you, it sounds like you're admitting that Xbox is trash. You're with
I
Phil Spencer. And I'm with
listen.
you on. Go ahead. Let it off your heart. Let it off
I'm
your
a
heart.
I'm a PlayStation fan all day. I'm a PlayStation fan all day. Now, with this particular model of Xbox, I am noticing that a lot of Xbox diehard fans are getting the PlayStation. So Sony doing something right with the PlayStation. Microsoft, it might be falling off the edge. I haven't played the Xbox, but PlayStation 5 is the new wave right now. Yes,
Hey, let me tell you something. There wasn't no shortage of Xboxes during the pandemic, but there
this is
was a
true.
shortage of those PS5s, man. And
It's
no
true.
matter how many shortages there were, people wasn't going. You know what? I'll just get an Xbox and said, nigga said, I will wait. I will pay 8, 9. I will pay 1,000. I will pay $1,200 for this PS5 versus paying $250 for an Xbox. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear, CEO Phil Spencer admits, woo, Lord Jesus, you know what I'm saying? To admits that Xbox is trash, and we want to thank him for his honesty. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Let's move on. We don't need to get bogged down into the sins of man. You know what I mean? Let's see. It says what the fuck is that? Oh, so this came out online, man. Shout out to my Star Trek fans. I know Pill right now is about to die. He's like, what is this boring stuff that I'm looking at? Why do I have to even indulge in this silliness? And I understand. This is all of the enterprises that have ever existed, and they're trying to compare sizes, pause no homo,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
and shape. Yeah, I know. I understand. So like, you know what I mean? Y'all can see the relative difference in size. Shout out to that. I just wanted to show that for the you know, Star
For you
Trek
techies
fans,
out there.
for the Trekkies. Little Trekkie love for y'all. Let's move on to the next thing. Hogwarts. Hold on, let me show you. Hogwarts does $1 billion. A billy. Hogwarts Legacy has sold over 15 million units and has amassed over $1 billion in sales. Let me get my hand clap again. Ain't nothing like a useless children's story to sell tons of product with some confusing 8-part something. Why not just create a 10-part game that's going to sell a couple of billion? If y'all didn't know, this is what it is. Go ahead, Pill. Go ahead. I know you talking. I know you love it.
I'm surprised. I mean, it's been the big talk, the this Hogwarts joint, and you know what else has been getting talked about real big right now? The Star Wars. The
Oh,
Star
this
Wars
is like Xbox sucking and the CEO telling us. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. I did not mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Well, that game is on Xbox. If you didn't know, you know it's on
And
Xbox.
it sucks. So anyway, I'm sorry.
So yeah, it is Star Wars is a big talk right now, along with the Hogwarts situation. It's huge right now, and I
Yeah.
need both of them today. But it's not
There
gonna
you
happen.
It's not bad. All
Not
right.
today.
Yo, our special guest is finally here. Yo, this gentleman has served his time in the military of the VVC for many a good year. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. He started out, he was a comedian, but I don't know. But he was also a OnlyFans. He was setting up for his OnlyFans before OnlyFans became OnlyFans. Because he was out there dressing all type of crazy. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So let's bring on the original OnlyFans cat daddy, you know what I'm saying? AKA, you know what I'm saying? He is a stand-up comedian, AKA a radio personality, AKA the homie, you know what I'm saying? Isaac, wait a minute. He got Isaac M on there. What happened to Buns? Isaac Buns.
Mr.
Mr.
X
Buns.
and C.
Yeah, Mr. X and C, Mr. Buns. What's up, player?
I don't know how many ways I have to deal with your nonsense. All of what you just said is the worst intro I've ever gotten in my life.
And you're a comedian, so
I'm glad your camera's crystal clear, so it's clear as day. I can see that empty ass bottle in the back. It's only cool if you put actual liquor in the back, not just that in a jar of teeth. I think
Yeah,
you got
man.
belts hanging.
Yeah,
You
man.
should have just put the green screen back around.
No,
You were the fish tank.
You're right. You're right.
You want to play a shark today?
I put a green screen shirt on because I was gonna try to make myself look skinnier, but you know what I'm saying, I didn't have enough time to set it all up.
But your head's still fat. How's that gonna work?
Yo, they say, yo, superstars have big heads. Tom Cruise, big head.
whoa, pause.
You know yeah, that's true. That is true.
Let's pause that now.
All right.
Shout out to
We'll let that one go.
Champagne, the birthday girl.
Birthday girl.
Hey.
I'm surprised you're awake. Look at you. Hey, she looking good and everything. You don't look hungover. You don't look drunk. You don't look like you just went through it. That's what
Why would I look like that? I'm almost 40.
it's your birthday. It's your birthday. You're supposed to be out. You know what I'm saying?
I was out. I had a very nice time.
Yeah,
Too much money, but had a great time.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I am a trash friend. I'm the exact person that she said she hated to invite to her birthday event because she was like, yeah, yo, niggas say they gonna come and then they text the day of and then they don't come. It was so, yo, when I had to send her that text message, I was like, man, I'm that ain't shit friend, bro. I said,
I know that.
But you know,
Day
also,
of.
that's not like a black and white type thing. You
Yeah,
know, I don't feel like, you know, that was, you actually let me know. That was great. One of my friends was on the way. He got lost. I felt so bad.
He said, oh my God. All right. So just to let y'all know, the CEO, Phil Spencer admits that Xbox sucks, and I just wanted to let y'all know that just because y'all missed that part of the show. You know?
Xbox is third to Nintendo, and what else?
Oh, and PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he officially said his game system sucks. So let's just.
I can agree with that though.
See, that's why I fuck with Precious, man.
Listen, I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I disagreed. I was just trying to defend Xbox just a smidget.
Why do you need to defend Xbox?
I don't know.
The CEO just said CEO Phil Spencer admits Xbox sucks. That's
not what he said. He just said they third place.
Yo, you're not.
They are in third place right now. Is what he's saying, right?
And that's exactly what he said. So, listen, in the movie Semi Pro, they was excited about being in fourth place. Okay, so it's nothing wrong with being in third place. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. They had a whole party, fourth place.
You were excited because they were one place above the team whose main player fought a bear in the cage just to get tickets. That's your saving grace. Xbox could have been worse. We could have been better than this team that don't exist.
They're gonna have a
list.
Xbox is gonna have a big party, third place. And we all gonna be there to celebrate.
Man, Xbox, it depends, man. They keep adding X's to this system. It's the 1X, it's the XS, it's the XFL. What's next? I can't wait till its 30th anniversary where they won't release that name.
Exactly. And what do you do with your exes, bro? You block them. That's all you do. Like, don't nobody like exes, man. Right. So let's go. Discord is dropping the numbers from the usernames. So display names will be added so your name appears as it always did. So they also said that they were going to force everybody to choose new usernames. I hope they don't do that. You know what I mean? Not to say that I'm
trying to choose another username.
Yeah, man. Like it's hard to find Mr. Buns. Like I know you've been.
My name is not plural. You've been saying this for years. You've seen coffee machines. It's BUNN, not BUNNS, or whatever other stuff you've been saying. He's been saying this since I've been in BBC, and he's never going to stop saying it.
I'm sorry.
Is Mr. Buns?
No, he doesn't exist. It's just the voice in JS1 Supplier's mind. He invites me here to slander me. I don't appreciate this one bit.
Oh,
you gotta get him back.
I will.
Eventually, let's just
eventually the camera's gonna pick up them knuckles he keeps showing in there. It's high quality, isn't it? That man looked like he just got in a fight with a spouse, punched through the drywall because they still love each other.
Right. I got something for you right now.
To the window, to the wall, till the sweat drop down my balls, till all these bitches crawl. Skeet, skeet.
All right.
Man, this man powered a mutant troll. That was once I saw Mike was muted, I was like, "Oh, well played."
All right. So let's talk about some Marvel comic stuff.
Let's talk about your boy Hank McCoy, aka Beast. Remember back when he was the lovable guy quoting poetry?
That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
That Beast is dead and gone. What we got now is Dick Cheney Beast. Some say he started getting this way when he got in charge of X-Force. X-Force acts as a CIA for Krakoa. They attack threats to Krakoa as a whole, which, sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. I get it. But god damn, man. Beast drops so many people, even Franklin Saint can't keep count.
Him, her, him, bodies!
The war crimes are astronomical. This man has basically gone platinum as a war criminal. Let's just list off some of the crimes he's done. Created an off-site prison where he's experimenting on people. Genocided a whole freaking country. Killed Wolverine when Wolverine stepped to him, brought Wolverine back as a mindless weapon. This man has gone full-on villain. He's saying it's for the greater good of Krakoa, that he's doing what needs to be done, that he's got the stomach for it. And what did Professor X have to say about that? I mean, he ain't an enemy to us, so I don't see what the problem is. You know what I mean? Let him go do his thing. X-Force has a new leader in Sage, so hopefully they're going to try and clean up all the mess that they've done so far. And Beast is still out there, and he's saying he's doing it for Krakoa, but it feels like he's really doing it for himself. I don't know if there's redemption for this villain.
All right, how y'all feeling?
I don't I don't think he's doing anything bad so much as he's doing exactly what Mr. Sinister is currently doing, only for one group of people, not with just himself. Like Mr.
Agreed.
Sinister literally cloned and made his own personal X-Men, and they all had that stupid diamond that he has on their forehead. No one said anything. Beast does it. Like, oh, why would he want to do that? Like, y'all been low-tier dogging this man for 20 years, and now he decides, oh, I'm going to get ready to do the stuff y'all been tiptoeing about. Oh, he's evil. Oh, he's Republican. He's Beast. Ain't like he turning everyone into him. And the only person that caught the fade was Wolverine, because Wolverine loves to step to everybody.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Hey. And I just wanted to throw this in as an ad. That is from the Instagram of Black Nerd Problem. And the bless you, dear. And the owner and the guy that's in the video, this gentleman's name is Omar Holman. He will be on the show next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. To tell us how he knows so goddamn much about Marvel comics. Like, who the hell is he getting his info from? Is he getting it directly from Marvel, or is he out here cutting up magazines that much and memorizing stuff?
You'd be surprised, man. He probably waits for the release dates too. So it was like he has a spot to go to, picks him up first shoot. Unless he has like the Marvel app where he reads them up.
Yo, it's such a great idea. Like the Marvel app where they got all of the comics and you can read whatever you want. It's just that I don't like reading on tablets, bro. I prefer the actual books to the magazines myself. Yeah. But big shout out to anybody that pays for that subscription because it's completely worth it.
I know Marvel does it, DC does it. I don't know if Dark Horse and Variant does it yet.
Right. All right. Anybody else want to throw in before I jump to the next thing?
No, I was just about to say the Marvel. I was getting ready to ask was it free, but obviously not.
No. It's like $10 or $12 a month, but you pay that, but you can read every Marvel comic that has ever existed. So you can go all the way back to 1960 something, and you can read the latest comic books as they drop.
Yeah, so pretty much if you're not collecting them hard copy, you could just go ahead and read them, and that's your subscription. Because like 10 a month, as opposed to paying for, let's say, 5 comics at a time, you'd be paying like maybe 15, 20 at best altogether. Right. For just like those 5 or 6.
That makes sense because collecting all those comics. I mean, I imagine if you find a first edition somewhere, it's worth.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, if you're into comics like that, I guess that would be worth it. That's a lot of comic books.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
that'll keep you reading forever in the day. So, all right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's get into some car talk.
This is huge news. Porsche just announced a new car with a new engine that runs off air and water. Now, it runs off an innovative new fuel called e-fuel, and it runs off of pure water. They just started a production facility in Chile. Depending on the price, this could be a huge disruption for the emerging electric vehicle industry. It could be a huge potential for investment in Porsche's stock if they're able to pull this off at an affordable price. Now, I encourage people to keep an eye on this project because it could make a lot of people a lot of money.
The first thing I want to do is shout him out for pronouncing Chile the correct way, because that's so important. The next thing I want to do is I want to laugh at him because he said Porsche is going to make an affordable car.
That was the first part I was waiting on. Oh, affordable Porsche.
Whoa. Let the queen talk. I'm sorry, man. What absurdities are you about to start spewing?
It is affordable.
The keychain is.
It's affordable.
Oh, you got a Porsche?
No. Look outside your window right now. Is anyone out in your block right now sporting a Porsche?
Not the Benz that you got, but I'm saying it next.
No wonder. Never mind. She's sporting the Benz. Right. Everything's affordable after that.
Yeah, right.
God forbid she got to get a part replaced on that. That's more affordable than a Porsche.
That's a fact. But my thing,
something replaced recently too.
Exactly. Just you gotta do what you gotta do. Get that OnlyFans popping. So anyway, like I was saying, it was $100,000, 120.
Now they want to make it run on water. I was like, oh man.
Oh, you know what I wanted to say about that? Y'all remember? I can't remember which mass shooting it was, and that's sad that it happened so often that it's hard to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was the one at the supermarket, and one of the guys who got killed there had been on the news recently at that time, for figuring out some way to use water as gas.
Yeah, as a fuel source.
Yeah,
And they just happened to go to the supermarket where he grocery shops. They knew what they were doing.
Is you saying that he was intentionally murdered for his discovery, or are you saying that?
I'm saying what I said, and just
technically, if you take 6 or 7 people with you, they don't care about who shot whom. They just go when you took out 6 or 7 people.
It's just very possible. I don't put anything past the government, especially now how, it's so crazy. They keep releasing CIA documents and documents that have been unredacted or whatever, and they'll briefly mention it. But if you go and look at the documents and see what's actually being released and what they're admitting to or now putting out in the open, even the fact that they had something to do with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X's deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Just so many different things. That hip hop book, how J. Edgar Hoover, I think, was found. Like, they took his name off the Fed building downtown DC.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was for something. I can't remember exactly what. I hate that my memory is so infallible, but like, it just blows my mind. The things that we know that our government has done, and we still trust the government without question. And
no, we question them all the time, but we can't do much at the moment because everybody else keeps voting for the same people.
Man, every time I say we should kill somebody, y'all get upset and say,
"Oh my god!"
See, here we go again. That's
oh my god!
So I didn't disagree. I just disagree with your method of going about it, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Because we're bringing guns to a drone fight. Do you really want them to actually pull out what they have that they use overseas on us?
That makes sense.
They got one drone that doesn't even drop missiles. It just drops blades like a cross chop. They use that over in Afghanistan. I was like, I'm not trying to catch a Mortal Kombat finisher.
Yeah, that's true.
We gotta be smarter about it.
So think about it. Think about it like this. It would hurt the government so bad because water is free. So if you go out there and you filling up your car with water, where's that? What is that going to do?
Then they're gonna charge you for the water source. They're gonna charge you.
Yeah. Then they would charge you for water. The government would try to tax water at that
point. Water is not free.
This is true.
They already have tax. They already have like legislation in certain states over collecting rainwater.
This is true.
That's gonna be highly scrutinized if they even get to that point where we have cars that run on water and it rain outside. You see a cop cuffing you because you got a bucket.
All wars are started today because of oil and gasoline right now. So if you take that away from the government, what are you going to do? What is the government now going to do? That's why the government doesn't want this to happen. Now, if it happens, I support it. I will invest in Porsche stock for that to happen. Yes, that's genius to me. But how far does it go? It doesn't, because the government then makes more money because the government is all powerful.
Yeah, but if I get a car that run on water, oh man, that's a hot commodity.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. I can't even live in my neighborhood with a car. Like, not only do I have a Porsche, but I have a liquid Porsche. No, I don't want that. What's the street term for the car it's gonna be used? Gonna be rolled up there in the Super Soaker Phantom? No, I get out of here.
The Super Soaker Phantom. All right, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next thing.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Lights off.
I
didn't mean to put that in there. I'm sorry.
I don't even care about the video. DuckTales slaps every minute from the 80s to the 2000s. Disney is undefeated. I don't even care about those white people just dancing in fucking exorcism.
Yeah.
I'm all looking at this.
Jesus Christ, exorcism.
My bad. All right, this is it. This is the old school day.
Now, who remember this game right here? This created the first underage gambling ring in schools nationwide. And don't let you lose your favorite slammer or pogs. You be getting ready to rumble like Michael Buffer. The only thing getting stolen more than these was trading cards that you kept in a binder. This shows you how simple life was back in the day. We be occupied for hours playing with this, making absolutely nothing but fake food. But don't let you leave that lid off. That thing would dry up faster than asking a girl to go Dutch on a first date. Another classic gift that had absolutely no purpose at all except for feeling nasty in between your fingers and getting thrown against the wall. If somebody hit you in the face with the gack, you might as well have been part of a bukkake because that's how it felt. The Nintendo Game Boy was the biggest flex because you was lucky if you had the Nintendo at home, let alone the portable version. But don't take this to school and be showing off too much in front of kids who couldn't afford it because that joint would end up missing faster than John Benet Ramsey. If you gave a kid right now the Game Boy who's used to playing with an iPad, they would feel like it was the end of the world.
Man, I had a Game Boy Pocket growing up, and my family stole it.
Oh my God.
I wasn't even flexing with it. They stole it out of my house. That's how real it was. I was like, yo, they ain't gonna help me look for it. What? I was like, yo, what? I was lucky to
I
have
never
that.
had a Game Boy, so I always wanted one. I always wanted a Game Boy. But go ahead, you got it.
Yeah. Cool.
Precious, did you have a Game Boy?
But
No, I didn't have
the
a
Game
Game Boy. I did have a Nintendo. Yeah, at home, but
You had the first Nintendo, and what else?
Sega, PlayStation 1 and 2.
Damn.
A Wii, but a Wii don't be count. People be saying Wii don't count.
Why you don't count the Wii? The Wii is lit.
I love the Wii.
The Wii,
But
I
when
still have mine.
Yeah, I gave mine to my homegirl kids. I missed that thing because that was the Michael Jackson game on the Wii is the best. It is not good on the other game systems. On the Wii though, ooh.
Yeah.
The Wii,
I had the
The Wii
Nintendo.
be making you work out unintentionally.
I love that though.
That's what I like about it. So I had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I didn't have the 4 and the 5. Those are the only game systems. Oh, wait a minute. I know I had another game system. I can't remember, but I definitely have never had my hands on the Xbox. Notice how nobody said nothing about no Xbox. So shout out to them. Did y'all know? Hold on, let me show y'all. There was an article that came out. The CEO, Phil Spencer.
Only Xbox I had.
God, here you go.
I just want to make
I had the first Xbox and I had Xbox 360. So
you know better than anybody how much it sucks.
Listen, Xbox had one great game, and they still have one great game, and it can't be topped, and it's Halo. Halo is the best game that Xbox has probably put on their console. That is probably the only reason why people are still buying Xbox to this day.
Call of Duty not lit.
Call of Duty is fun.
Call of Duty
is amazing.
Modern Warfare 2 is probably the last Xbox today was like theirs before every other system kept branching out with Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, let's go into a little Star
think
Wars
with,
history.
The original draft.
Because I think the
I'm
trade-off.
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I said the trade-off with Call of Duty, if you played on Xbox or PlayStation, they just switched the trigger positions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you
All
shoot
right,
L1 on like PlayStation L2. I was like, no, the trigger should be the bottom. But good.
All right, got to move on. We're going into some Star Wars
The
history.
original draft of Star Wars was hilariously unrecognizable. In George Lucas's original draft of A New Hope, Luke is actually an old battle-hardened Jedi general who effortlessly takes out an entire Imperial patrol unit comprised of 12 men.
I guess that's what you're best at, isn't it?
In another draft of A New Hope, Han Solo was actually, quote, a huge, green-skinned monster with no nose and large gills. I wonder how Chewie would have felt about that. In early scripts, C-3PO's character is actually responsible for destroying the Death Star. When Luke and the other rebels fail to hit the exhaust port, C-3PO saves the day.
Nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
In a very early version of the film, Luke was actually a 16-year-old girl who fell in love with Han Solo. Many have noted that the original concept art for female Luke is strikingly similar to Rey's character in The Force Awakens. Darth Vader was originally a bounty hunter. He didn't have a cape, nor did he have a mask, nor was he presented as half machine.
Don't act so surprised.
That was simply amazing. When I first saw it, I was like, I've got to bring this to the show. How do y'all feel about that? Like, knowing what you know, obviously Champagne doesn't know anything about anything we talking about because she's never watched Star Wars ever. But the rest of you guys, what do y'all think about the original ideas? Darth Vader being a bounty hunter? Like,
that makes sense to me.
Girl, like,
yeah,
I mean,
that
no, go ahead, Pip.
I said, I mean, the bounty hunter idea makes sense. But the Luke Skywalker thing is completely like that throws me off completely. Luke Skywalker was my introduction to Luke Skywalker was a young little boy. You know what I mean? But that him being a female that just throws the whole thing left for me. But hey, I'm interested to see what would have happened if they ran with that concept.
Right. All right, go ahead, Isaac.
If they had ran with Luke Skywalker being the first John Wick before John Wick existed, where he's just taking out 2 old people at a time, like, who's this guy? Like, the hell with the Force, because at that point, it's no prophecy. It's just watching another action movie.
True.
That's true. That's super true. All right, it's time to move on to everybody's favorite segment.
Hot cars. It's that cosplay, baby. Hot cars. It's that cosplay, baby. Oh, yeah.
So, with that being said, come on, Isaac. You can laugh. It's okay.
I'm laughing because I did not expect that. I was like, wait, what the hell? Hot cars.
There's nothing like a beautiful woman doing some cosplay, man. Like, everybody soak it up. You know what I mean? A little bit of bondage play. You know what I mean? I'm not really a big fan of her shoes, but I mean, she made it work. And then, of course, our homegirl, Charlie Rocket, she just celebrated. I'm sorry.
What character was the first person?
Yeah, go back to that.
In Star Wars, there's a green slave that's on a leash, held by Boba Fett. I mean, not Boba Fett.
Like that? Don't look like that.
No, she's actually a white girl, mad skinny, but she's green and she has like 2 things, and the outfit is like perfectly on point. It's just she's a very curvy and voluptuous, beautiful black woman, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, because apparently in a galaxy far, far away, nobody's thick. I don't know how they pulled that off, so we had to bring it to Earth.
That's a fact.
Let's go.
Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. What you talking about that?
No, it's nice. Mr. XNC also does cosplay.
Yeah, nothing like that. I wear more clothes. I'm totally different. I'm in the suits and like the jackets. I'm not wearing that being choked out by Jabba.
Whoa.
Yo, that's crazy what you said. So this is Charlie Rocket playing Princess Leia. She's in the sexy outfit. Yowzers. You know what I mean? And all this was done for May the 4th, which is May the Force be with you.
Yeah.
You're right. So,
I know about that.
Hey.
There you go. Hey. Shout out to knowing about that.
Yeah, right.
That's step 1.
All right. Now we got we got 2 more to go.
Jax wins.
Oh.
So shout out to Jax, the gentleman. You said what?
I wanted more. He should have took his shirt off or something.
Whoa.
You will get more. He's going to be on this show this Wednesday. So
I was totally joking.
You just alley-ooped it for me. You just like, yo.
But I want to see more. Plug.
Yeah, right. No problem. You want to just tune in at 8:00. Be right here in this show. Then he'll be right here for you to talk to. And we got one more before we.
I'm on the bench, but coach, just put me in the game. All you gotta do is say my name.
I don't know your name.
Well, I can't say it.
How about a game of charades?
Yes, let's play it.
2 words.
Right.
Second word.
Drink.
No. Beverage.
No.
Wine.
No.
Juice.
Yes.
Okay. First word.
Okay.
Bug.
No.
Ant.
Close, but no.
Beetle.
Yes.
Beetlejuice.
Wow, I'm impressed. And all you gotta do is say my name 3 times. 3 times in a row. It must be spoken unbroken. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Beetlejuice.
Yes. Wow, this is gonna be so good. What?
Hey, so Jay, make sure you tell that young man that's coming next Wednesday he needs to keep his shirt on.
He's coming this Wednesday, not next Wednesday, and then there's another guy coming a week after that. So yep, shout out to him.
That's okay.
So you want him to take his shirt off? I got you.
No. We need to make sure he keeps his shirt on.
Precious is going to find a way to hack the feed. It's going to happen.
And before we get started, can you? It's kind of hot over there. Take your shirt off. This straight from Instagram. This beautiful young lady. All right, doing a little bit of that. I can't even pronounce that. Your Ruchi's cosplay. Your Ruchi. All right. So we're gonna look up because I want to pull some. Is it to Isaac Bun?
That is not That is not remotely what my Instagram.
There?
No,
that's not Isaac Bun right there. That's not. Oh, okay.
That has an N, an M, and an I, and I'm pretty sure that's a woman.
All right, let's see. What's your Instagram?
Well, the one that would be for cosplay would be Avarice Custom. So AVARICE.
CE.
So the one that's got that, yeah, that's mine. I was like, I haven't put any cos. Yeah, I like cosplays is like up in the stories. That's the only place where, like, go up a bit right there where you see the bubbles. That's where I put my cosplay stuff, and then other stuff that I'm doing on the page. So, like, that's one. Now you're going to different bubbles. You go back to the cosplay. And then you could click the arrows, I think.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. That's from the TV show, right?
Yeah, that's actually me.
Oh, damn, that's really accurate. You made the sword and the shield?
No, the sword and shield was somebody else's. That was when I was at Otakon, I think a year or two ago. That was an Orange Lantern prison jumpsuit I had. When I don't feel like dressing up fully, I'll just put on something. Because sometimes it's a lot of packing. It's a lot of packing up clothing and props and stuff. So we got like stuff called closet cosplays where you just put on like regular stuff that you can make into one if it's like a regular suit or if it's like a shirt or like a 2-piece get up or something like that where you don't have to put on full armor and be sweating hella awkward. Yeah, that's just 3D printing stuff I'm working on.
Ooh, look at that. That's nice.
Yes.
That's really nice. That's detailed. Wow. So how long does it take you to design it? I'm not even talking about the printing part.
Let's see. Certain files are already designed, or I have somebody else design it for me who are better, like way better with 3D modeling than I am. And they'll design the stuff. I'll go and printing and assembly of it. Like if I have to, depending on the size of my build plate, I might slice it up and then assemble it back together. Like I can make a bigger sword on my 3D print. It would just be separate pieces I'd have to put back together to make that giant piece. But then when I'm finished with it, it won't even look like it's pieces.
How do you fuse the pieces together so that
there's a soldering iron type tool I use where I heat the plastic up and melt it together because that's a lot easier than just using super glue because it's using the same material. So I just make sure I have like a window or like a vent fan open when I'm doing it because melting plastic. You got safety first.
Okay.
Because everybody just be sitting up there just huffing chemicals talking about cosplay. I'm not even for it.
Lord.
So
Like-
is this like a hard plastic or is that
Yeah,
styrofoam?
it's hard. This is plastic. Printers print out different types of plastics. This is PLA, which is just regular plastics. ABS would be similar to like Nerf guns or car parts, so they're more heat resistant.
Gotcha.
It's just a headache to print with. But PLA works for like just regular stuff. If you see like a bunch of pages like, ooh, check this out. I painted that for one of my friends, Tranquil Ashes. She's definitely a cosplayer from Baltimore as well. So I painted that one up for her because at the time the yellow one didn't exist.
wow.
They only had the pink one, so I painted the pink one yellow. And then like the decals didn't come in until after they came back from the event. So that's just the photo I have of what I finished for them.
Wow.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Oh, look, he got like a cartoon vibrator. Look at that.
Whoa,
That is-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
that- yeah, you better stop with the disrespect. That's Earthworm Jim's pistol. Talking about cartoon vibrator. First and foremost,
There
sir,
it is.
your Google history is your business only. Don't be talking around my phone while Alexa's listening. Next thing you know, I scroll through my innocent looking Facebook, and all I see is "come check this out" spelled erotically, and I'm like, oh God, Jay, this is your fault.
I'm quite sure. So this is a mask of Bane.
Yeah, that's Bane's mask. Because on my TikTok, I will post videos of what I'm printing, and then once it's finished, and I have people guessing in the comments, and then I let them, like, the winner gets their name tagged in the video revealing it.
Wow.
Because it was like during the pandemic, I found like a lot of mask files because I was just gonna be like, if I gotta wear one anyway, I might as well get these with it because they had spaces where I could put filters in them. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a bunch of them. I only made like a couple for myself and then like few for like some other people because I had to work from home. So I was like, what was the point of going out?
So my question now is, what's the cost like for you? So when you're creating a mask, how much plastic does it?
Let's see. It depends. Like usually, depending on the size of the mask, and because like a regular spool of filament goes between like $15 or $20, but it doesn't use the entire spool. It depends on what you're printing, how tall it is, and I can adjust how much infill I use, which is like how thick the final model being between either hollow like this plastic bottle or like solid like a phone. So it all depends on what the use is because you don't have to use all the plastic just to get that to work because it's mainly just for like display purposes or just wearing or whatnot. But other parts, if they're going to be functional, they require a bit more material, but it depends on the size of it that I determine the cost.
Okay.
But like for a mask itself, if the spool is like $20, the mask for that particular mask, that mask would cost me maybe $5 to print or less.
Gotcha.
And then depending on how I finish it and stuff, that's where I go. Because most people go like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna do it that way." It all depends on what you're doing, how long it takes, and what you plan to get from it. Because when I start doing commissions and stuff, I have to factor in how long is this going to take me, how much filament am I going to use? Because I got like one prop I got to print that's due in July. It's essentially going to be 6 feet tall, but it's not going to be like it's going to be like a giant weapon from Guilty Gear. So I'll post that on that page as well.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what's
starting.
up. I'm listening.
Let me see. I don't know if I can share my because I think I got an image of what I'll be printing next. Hold on.
All right, while you're doing that, Mastermind
Okay, so
said.
it does let me. Yeah.
Hold on, just a second, Isaac. I got you in just a second. Mastermind said the Xbox slander has got to stop. Team Xbox, and then he also said Tweet Leaks is the name of the race. I have no idea what the race he's referring to. And then he said, but I've never seen.
I think he's talking about the green chick.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. Shout out to you, brother. But I don't understand what slander you're referring to. Are you talking about the CEO Phil Spencer admitting that Xbox sucks? Is that what you're referring to? And I'm like, I understand. You know, it's understandable. You know, I understand.
Man, this one can't slander.
It's not slander. I'm just reporting the news, sir.
All right, I got the image of the prop that I'll be doing.
The only thing I would say is, can you send me the link on the private chat?
Well, link. Actually, yeah, I can send you the link of the actual. I can't send you the image.
You would have to send it to me on Facebook.
Okay,
or send it to me on Instagram. You can send it to me on Instagram. Send it to the Black Nerd Podcast.
IG while I'm on here.
Yep. All right. So while he's doing that, no, plug on, my friend. All right, we're gonna move on to our next segment while he's doing that, and then we'll definitely come back to it. So y'all know what it is. All right. With that being said, I only have, this is unbelievable. I only have one trailer for today. That's super crazy. Normally, I be having to like turn down trailers for real, but yeah, man. We do 2 shows a week, so we run through 3-4 trailers.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Let's see. Because I think I overdid it. I think we did 4 on Wednesday. All right, let me stop showing that screen. Present this, present that. Quick question. For everybody in the room, if you could cosplay any character, who would it be? So Pill, Precious, Isaac, we know you done cosplay everybody already, so it don't matter.
I mean, there's still a list. I can name some.
Okay, let her go first.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Oh no, I got a good memory. I got a good brain. I'm imagining it right now. Like, yeah, buddy, some black and hunter green on you. Yep. So, what kind of cosplay would you do? I'm not gonna imagine it. So just.
I'm fat. No cosplay would work for me.
No, you could be the penguin.
You'd be surprised, sir.
Or you can, you could be Kingpin. You could be Kingpin. That would be hard. You would be a good Kingpin.
Okay, so you guys are opening my eyes to different options. How about a panda bear? Can I be a panda bear?
You could be from Kung Fu Panda.
There you go.
Okay. So look, I gotta find things that fit my fatness.
There's a lot that you could cosplay as. One of the cosplayers I know on my page, Eric Williams, he has a page. He's a fat cosplayer as well, and he pretty much has his own suits set up. Really? So if you have ideas for that, I can send you his list.
I'm gonna do a fat Deadpool.
There you go.
You definitely can.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing stopping you. All right. Let me pull on this trailer, yo. Hope y'all ready. This is they're gonna say the name of
From the brothers who brought you Black Dynamite comes a brand new movie that's show out of sight. We've been gone for a while, but now we're back with a Western adventure. The Outlaw, Johnny Black. It's a ride to 6-gun shooting, romance, praise dance, cliff jumping, horse punching, card dealing, land stealing, unruly and truly groovy kind of movie. Put me down! He made Billy a key, took the eye from One-Eyed Jack. He's a high plains drift. Ain't nobody swift than the Outlaw, Johnny Black. As faith-based Western black exploitation, kung fu action, romantic comedy dramas go, it's right up there with the rest of them.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
This is a real movie.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you remember the movie Black Dynamite?
Yes.
It's the same people that did Black Dynamite.
Yeah, I took it as a complete joke.
Oh man, that's amazing.
It is a complete joke, but
it's definitely happening.
It's definitely happening. Okay. All right. Well, I'm good.
That's one of the movies I'm buying off the top, and I'm definitely seeing it in the theater off top, bro. And I know I'm gonna die.
Oh, it definitely needs to be seen.
Yeah, I'm mad that I didn't see Black Dynamite in the theaters. Good God, I probably would have seen it about 5 times back to back. But I know I'm going to see that in the theater. They got my money guaranteed. Man.
Yeah.
Man.
All I know is that I kind of wanted them to adapt the other comic that they had for Black Dynamite, where Black Dynamite goes to Slave Island, but they didn't do that one. So I'm like, this will be just as funny, but they should have done that one next.
Gotcha. All
Hit
right.
you with the drops.
They also should have finished the Black Dynamite series for a bit longer, because that shit was hilarious.
Anything you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. I saw that coming.
I did too. That's what I was like, once I end, it's going to play, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Precious, are you going to the theater to watch this? Can the black people get your $1?
Yes, they can. I love going to the
Why you say
theater.
it like that?
I don't like black people.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a movie that it's a new movie that I heard about. Where the chairs are almost like beds, and they serve you. I've been to one where they serve you and you like lay back, but my thing is, if it's like a bed and it's in a movie theater, I'm pretty sure it's not getting cleaned like a hotel would, or even that ain't even really clean.
I
So
went to a movie theater where the beds are crunchy. You ever go to there and the floors are sticky? Just add beds.
Yeah, I couldn't go to a movie theater like that because I'd be asleep.
You'd have wasted your whole money. I paid all this money to take a nap.
Yep. And that's exactly what it would be for me. I'd be asleep. Especially on a late night movie. Yeah. Are you doing icebreaker questions?
We can. Sir, you just sent me words. You didn't like send me a picture.
It wouldn't let me send the pictures from here. I'm gonna do it from mobile then. This is stupid.
Yeah, all right. That's kind of weird.
I know.
Right.
I'm on my computer doing it. Strike one for me.
No, it's all good. I'm on my computer as well. All right, icebreaker questions for Isaac.
Oh,
wow. All right, what's a good question to verify nerd legitimacy? What's a good question to verify?
What do you do at the end of a Marvel film in theaters? That's the first question you should ask anyone. What is the first thing you do? Absolutely nothing. You wait until the trailers are all done and then you leave. Because I've seen so many people just get up and leave during these movies, knowing that. And they always blame like, "Oh, I got kids." It's like, nah, they ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. And you're not even
kids before
because you called them trailers. They're post-credit stingers.
Post-credit scenes, and shut up. Because I know for a fact at the end of Doctor Strange, they showed the trailer for the next Doctor Strange. So,
top 5 role-playing games. Your top 5 favorite role-playing games.
Oh my God, top 5. Oh, okay. One is Boss Masters, where you create like dungeon path. It's like a card-based game.
Mm-hmm.
Where you build the dungeon and everyone builds their own dungeon, and the only way to win it is to make sure nobody can get past your dungeon to the boss.
Okay, I like that. That's one.
All right. Second role play game. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 3 for Super Nintendo.
Wow, you took that right out of my head, yo. Shout out to you for that one, yo. That's two. All right.
Yeah. Third one would be the role-playing game from the game Energize, which was based off of Square Enix because it has a lot of Final Fantasy characters in it. Because it starts off as a fighting game, but they also have like 3 other modes in that game, and one of them is a role-playing game where you go through this whole dungeon run and you have items, you manage your inventory and all that stuff. All of that from like one game. I was like, okay, I now know how this works.
Three.
Let's see. 3 would be
Looking for 4 now. You already did.
Oh, okay, that's 3. So number 4 would be oh man. Having to narrow it down.
Yeah, this is I'm gonna keep this question. This is a good question.
It is because I was like, dang, I gotta look.
Yeah, I think
You do. I'm gonna say one of them is Godzilla, the role-playing game, because they let you be one of the kaijus and you have to tear down through the city and fight other monsters, but you got to go in a turn-based way about it. Plus, they also had a Godzilla role-play game, about 3 of them from Super Nintendo on, where they kept making them, and there were like 2 that were like really good for Godzilla. Like the one we got in the US, Godzilla is just kind of like walking around. You see like a building every so often. But then like the one like from Japan where I finally got real money, I could get access to this stuff. I played that. I was like, oh, so they were just hiding stuff from us.
Yeah, pretty much. All
Like,
right,
and the last one, RPG, I'm gonna say Xenoblade. I'll be a nerd on that one. I had to go with 5, but I was like, there's more than 5. But those are the ones that came to my mind now.
Okay, let's do this. If you could choose your own superpower, what would it be?
All right, no piling up. Pick one. All right, so one superpower I would pick would probably be. It would probably be time travel.
Okay, I like that. That's original.
If I could, it would be time travel because at least I would have that on my side. Because every other power, everybody be up there just trying to nerf it. I was like, I'm gonna go through time, and then they'll come up with something. I'm like, look, it'll be something that'll help, but all their powers have their drawbacks. I don't think I'd fall asleep through time like, oh, I'm late. No, I'm not. But then again, knowing how time travel's been in the movies, I might fuck around and trip into the multiverse.
Yeah,
that'll
pretty
be
much.
fun.
Hey, Champagne, if you could choose any power, what would it be?
I think invisibility.
Oh, you a creep too. All right.
You just be wondering, why is that Mercedes driving itself? This ghost is riding a whip.
She walking around naked in people's houses. You know what I mean? Invisible. Like, it's crazy.
If you're invisible and naked, that defeats the purpose.
Oh, I mean,
you could have worn a fur coat and I wouldn't know. Same power.
That remind me of that movie with Kevin Bacon. Y'all remember?
Yeah, Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. Woo, he was crazy.
Yeah.
Good though.
I don't blame him.
But that brings up a question: what would you do if you could go unseen? Luckily, I'm a fair, honest, good-natured, good-hearted person, so I don't have nefarious goals. But I would want to I would want to see what's spoken in certain rooms that I may not be able to be in, like
of course.
from presidential meetings on down to friends who I'm not sure of their intentions, or I would like that.
She's gonna walk into that eyes wide shut party the government really has, and it's gonna scare shit out of her.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, what does this door do?"
Oh,
you find Mitch McConnell wearing a goat mask, barking his tongue, like, "Oh God, no!"
What have I done? Yeah.
Why is the door creeping?
All right. What's the most used app on your phone, Isaac?
Let's see. The most used app on my phone is a tie between my camera app and my cash app. They are not related. I can see Jay's face right now, slowly thinking the OnlyFans is clicking. I don't like you.
What you want me to do, sir?
Stop
You said
pressing sound effects.
Man, she keep cash apping me for these photos. Hey, you pay
You
up?
ask these questions. I was like, most used. I was like, oh, this is not going to go well.
Hey, Precious, what's the most used app on your phone?
I'd have to say Instagram probably. Sadly, between that and CapCut.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember you said CapCut the last time.
I love CapCut.
What's your favorite snack while watching TV or gaming?
I'm going to say, Jesus. Because when you're gaming and when you're watching TV, it's two different ones. Because when you're gaming, you don't want anything too messy. You can't have Cheetos in game. So I'm gonna say the Ruffles cheddar sour cream chips for both would be my favorite gaming snack.
And just be licking your fingers all day long. There you go.
No, sir. I'm not licking my fingers. I got napkins. I'm not just sitting in here like some squalid hell, just up here like, I got this going. Got finished. No. Not sitting in a pool of Mountain Dew and funk.
That was a vivid image you just gave us here. All right, here's the last one. Do you consider yourself a nerd? Either A, big time, B, maybe. Hold on. C, oh hell nah, or D, what's a nerd?
What is a nerd? Like, I like how most people consider themselves nerds like now, but are they like in the trenches nerds, or because like Michael B. Jordan might sell some expensive ass Naruto shit nerd? Like, I watched the anime. I was like, no, you fucking don't. When did you start? Was it on TV, or did you give your computer aids looking up different links? Which one was it? Was it in English? Like, anyone can be a nerd. I'm not going to stop anyone from being a nerd. But I remember it used to be like our N-word when we already had an N-word and they decided to make a new one. So I'm gonna say, hell yeah, I'm a nerd. I've always been one, I'm gonna stay being one. And it's weird trying to explain to people like, oh, why is every time somebody asks, do you watch anime, they immediately ask, do you watch hentai? It's like, fuck yeah, everyone does. Hentai, you can watch anime by accident and hentai by accident. They both have interesting plots. It's just one has tentacle porn.
A nerd is a person who is extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject, especially one of specialist or niche interests.
That means everybody on this podcast right now is a nerd under that definition.
Everybody in the
world is a nerd.
That means everybody in the world is a nerd. This is what that is. Everybody in the world is a
Anybody who wants to learn something deeply, it seems like it's another level to be a nerd. It ain't just like that.
Yeah, there's Uber nerd, there's PC nerd, there's in the basement, in mom's basement nerd. Those nerds, they're the ones on Reddit right now. You gotta be careful with them. They have said and spelled the N-word in more than one language.
I know you said that was the last one, Jay, but I am interested. I would like to know what your top 5 favorite movies of all time are.
Do you not remember the podcast I did?
Yes, that's why I asked. That's why I asked.
At least you said 5 good ones. You didn't say 5 terrible ones. I was gonna be like, go through the archives.
Do both.
Motherfucker. All right. All right, so I'm gonna say top 5 good ones. The Transporter. That's one of my favorites. One, Transporter. Alien versus Predator, because it was one of those versus movies that actually made sense for them to go back and forth, and they built the story on that. 3, Next Friday, because it was out of the 3, it actually like picked up right where the other one left off. Like, oh, Debo getting out of jail, I'm still home, I got to leave. Smokey's in rehab. I was like, damn, so many questions in that one. So that's 3. The Iron Giant. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I actually have the collector's edition at home for my personal collection. because I did not know how much money Vin Diesel's been making all these years voice acting.
You got one
And
more left.
and fifth one that was good, I'm gonna say American Gangster. That's a great movie. 5 terrible ones. Oh God, where do I begin? 300, the sequel. That was terrible.
They had a sequel.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where I coined the phrase "horse Jesus."
Yeah, that was a horrible movie.
That horse walked on water and it shouldn't have.
Wow.
The second one, second terrible movie would be Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. You do not start your franchise with a head-to-head battle, and one of the other motherfuckers doesn't have a movie yet.
That's true. That's very true.
Like, you just made Superman, you just got that, and you're like, we're going to get these other movies. Nope, Batman, Superman, and then we're going to reveal all these other movies we didn't even make yet.
True.
Let's see. Third terrible movie. It should have been shot in public. Gigli. This is like a sign that most people should understand. You shouldn't make a joint YouTube account. It's not just because y'all like each other doesn't mean everybody else will. That's what Gigli is. They're great as a couple. They're together now, but together as a movie, that was garbage.
Garbage.
It's French for shit. Fourth terrible movie was The Fate of the Furious, which is essentially the Fast and Furious, but if they were the Avengers. Because it stopped being about cars and DVD players 5 movies ago. And this movie, it stopped being about cars. It was just car porn from that point on. Because actually on BBC Radio, me and KO predicted with absolute certainty that they were going to go to space. And then they actually went to space. Because I said the next time, he's like, where do we go after that? I was like, the Fast and Furious in space. And they did. And I contacted KO. I was like, yes, I told you. You called me a damn fool. I told you the Fast and Furious in space was going to happen. That was their next stop.
What did he say?
Movies. He was like, ain't no damn way. They're not going. I don't remember what he replied with, but I'm going to ask him, like, hey, remember when I said the Fast and Furious is going into space? Because after like when they had their G.I. Joe moment where him and The Rock were there and they were fighting over like some computer chip, they just made a Fast and Furious off of whatever franchise was popular next. Mm-hmm. That franchise is so big, Paul Walker's character is still alive in the franchise, even though Paul Walker unfortunately isn't.
Right.
And I think that's real scary that y'all got this ghost car driving up to dinner. I was like, who are you trying to cast as Paul Walker's character?
I'm interested as well.
And what's number 5, sir?
Number 5 all-time shit movies. Not The Room. That's not even the shittiest one. Like, I think like The Room was shitty on purpose. But I think the number 1 all-time shittiest one was Green Lantern, because of all the things they tried to do, Ryan Reynolds went from DC to Marvel because of it. And he talked about how shitty the movie was in another franchise.
The man is not lying. The man is not lying. Thank you, Isaac.
That would be like, yeah.
No, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
That would be like if Die Hard was shitty and then Bruce Willis went to Warner Brothers to cut a movie talking about how shitty Die Hard was. Like if Die Hard ruined his career, that's what it would be like.
All right.
They already had like shows where they moved back and forth, but that was the one where it's just like, nah, I don't want no parts of that.
Oh, you know, I already played that. All right, cool. So it is time for us to go. It has been an hour and 16 minutes.
Ooh,
I actually still have to go back out. I still got furniture to move. So, like, yo, oh God, I'll be
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like if you're 44 years old and you can't get an apartment somewhere, there's a real problem. But you know what I'm saying? The real trick is getting it at a huge. Wait a minute. Can anybody? Yeah, being able to hook up the price so you ain't got to pay out the ass. So shout out to me for doing
Right?
that.
Man, that trying to get an apartment, they want like, hey yo, here's the apartment for like $4,800. I was like, what's in it? And it's just this. It's like a letter. It's a letter box in there. You just go in there. Like, yo, you want $4,400 for this? We got amenities downstairs. There's a goddamn coffee machine with Sanka in it.
Exactly. Don't let me find a big girl that's lonely because I'm moving in with her. But you know what I'm saying?
I don't blame you, man. Sometimes there ain't no shame.
But look, everybody, it's time to give you a shout out.
Y'all be looking for food, only talking about, oh, his house is nice.
What? No Black Nerds playlist tonight?
No, sir, I did not have time to put it together. Look, you lucky I got that rundown together in less than 10 minutes. If you don't stop looking, Isaac, you better watch yourself. All right.
What?
Give your shout outs. Only give your shout outs and then tell people where to find you, Isaac. Come on, Isaac.
All right, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Heal360 at Heal365. That has all my links there.
Yeah, that's it. No shout outs. You don't want to shout out your mom or your girlfriend or your wife or something like that?
Yeah. Man, I am single in the eyes of the government. That's how this is going to be played out. Don't be trying to get personal. Next time somebody come in and talk shit about me, talk about, I heard I was on this show. Not me. No. Go away.
Why don't you have to deny it?
I still ain't
You can deny the
like
kids.
When they asked Elizabeth be in the storyline.
Yo, you silly. All right, Pill.
Can't deny
give you a shout out.
Maury exists for a reason. and now Black exists.
Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to my man Isaac. Shout out to Precious. Shout out to JS1. Shout out to AB. Shout out to Fame. Shout out to dear Lord, sweet baby Jesus, #1 influencer. We appreciate you, big dog. Don't forget to cop the merch because you need the merch. Then go on there and get the merch. And then don't forget about the Crab Feast. The Crab Feast is coming up. Yeah, the Crab Feast is coming up. Make sure you get your tickets for the Crab Feast. And then last but not least, the VVC Beach Party. Make sure you go to the VVC Beach Party. Tickets are free, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets are free. Just come out to the beach party. Let's have a good time.
All right, Precious. It's your time, baby. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, your time.
Yes, please come out May 20th. My author, Khadijah, aka Golden Infamous the Angel, is releasing this book. That's really good book, man. And then there's also going to be like a sneaker showcase, a fashion show. Artists will be performing, and that's May 20th at the Baltimore War Memorial. And you guys know you can catch me every Monday on Shot Pod TV. Well, Champagne's Room on Shot Pod TV. And follow me on Instagram, Champagne_PHB more, or on Facebook, Precious Champagne.
Awesome. Hey, Champagne, where you want to go for your birthday?
Huh?
Me, Fame, and Pillow to take you out. Where you want to go?
I don't know where y'all want to go. Introduce me to something different, or like something I'm pretty
cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
Whoa, birthday, sir. Not yo. The first one is always free. Next thing you know, Shane ain't talking about this next podcast. Her all coked out. Don't do that.
Yeah, man. She got a whole man. I ain't trying to get shot out here in these streets. Y'all better watch.
I'll bring him a nugget too.
That could solve the problem.
Now you're gonna have them all Whitney and Bobby talking about I love you, Bobby.
That is so funny because we be acting like Whitney and Bobby, like we be playing in the store just singing.
And now we're gonna add
we don't need to add the coke, okay? It's gonna be live. We definitely have a reality show soon.
There's nothing like getting high together.
Oh my god. We do partake in the herbal essences.
Actually,
it's very nice.
There you go.
Well, that's different.
That's our limit.
That's totally
our limit.
different. Ain't no
That's
baking
the-
soda and weed.
Yeah. Depends on where you get it from.
That's what
Some
gets
people-
you. Everybody been doing cocaine for centuries, but when they put that baking soda in it, that's when everybody started lifting up refrigerators with their teeth. You get probation with cocaine, but you go to jail for crack.
All right. Make sure if you haven't done so, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Black Nerd Podcast. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/VVC Life. Also don't forget to sign up for the Patreon right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. I don't see Isaac M signed up for the Patreon. What is going on? Why you ain't signed up for the Patreon?
I didn't know this existed yet, sir, man. I gotta get rid of subscriptions to subscribe to y'all. I gotta stop paying Ancestry to find out who I'm related to again, just to go and support y'all. Just post the link. I'll put it in my billing. Jesus, I don't see you there yet. You probably won't for a while. You cost less than Netflix. I might go over there.
Look, man, if y'all don't make sure y'all support our homie Isaac Bun, man. Are you still doing stand-up?
I am. It's all in my Heal 365 Instagram. That's why I put all of the links to the stuff I do on that one, so that it's like a portal for everything that I do. Stand-up, the podcast, Where the Fuck is Vision with me and Black Chakra. I just posted a new episode of that online as well. We started that one last year, and we just go the fuck off. It's hilarious. I'm not just saying that because I'm on it, but it's hilarious regardless.
Okay. So it's like a weekly show?
No, it's a more or less during our schedule, because he has his own schedule doing slam poetry, and he also has a daughter they just gave birth to. So it's more or less when we can meet up, we record. The first season will hopefully be over by June, and then we pick up with season 2 in August.
Shout out to you, man. That you've been working, man. You've been staying out there on your grind. You've been making it happen. All the way back since you was stripping down on the block. Shout out to you. Look how far you done came,
I was
man.
never stripping. Not
No.
one time. Do not believe what this man said.
All right. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, man, anytime you're ready to come back and do some movie reviews, let your boy know. You know what I'm saying?
I will definitely keep you updated on that, because I do miss speaking of the movies that we dare not speak, because God forbid I got in trouble doing movies that suck. Oh, God. I had people pay good money to go see that movie, to hear my podcast and go, how dare you? How dare you? Everything you said happened. I was like, why did you go see it? Don't listen to me and then go see the movie. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, we used to do movies reviews, and they used to get numbers on the YouTube channel, but it's just I don't have nobody to do it consistent. It's just
because me and KO, I used to enjoy making KO break at times, because he has facts out the ass. Like he would know stuff like I couldn't even Google fast enough to get to him. So I was like, how do I get KO? I got it. I'm gonna say stuff that there's no way he'll believe.
Yeah, right. And get him.
I keep calling him immortal. I was like, "Oh, don't worry, you're immortal. You'll live fastest." He was like, "Shut up." And once he breaks on camera, I was like, "Yes." Every episode, at least one good time. Well, I told him the Fast and Furious were going into space. He was like, "There's no damn." I was like, "It's the only place left they can go."
That's the only place, unless they go back in time to prehistoric times,
which they just might, because considering that Vin Diesel is stronger than 20 armed security guards and a collapsing scaffolding, he might be able to go back in time, because they definitely had a flashback where he was just looking around. So he has that power somehow. Also, apparently in the Fast and Furious universe, Vin Diesel's half black, because the guy that plays him younger is black.
Oh my God. Anyway, we out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Hey, it's the Black Nerds Podcast.